What's going on, guys? Rich Boy J here, back again with another video, and we are going to be live streaming today for probably an hour and a half, in case you're wondering how long this is going to last. This is an earlier stream because I have to work later today, so I figured why not get this out of the way and actually give, I don't know, some people from out of the country an opportunity to tune in to one of these at a reasonable time. So hopefully you overseas boyos will appreciate that. But how's everyone doing today? This is a decent amount of red plates, but I'm probably going to need a lot more, unfortunately. I'm basically going to be doing a couple of things today. First thing is building all these platforms to be, I guess, the ground section. I'm going to have to build some like bricks up, some pillars, and basically these will sit on there, and this will be part of the hangar section. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Hopefully we can get a decent amount of progress done. Shout out to Aiden Roberts. JB's working on his hangar. I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually really happy you're doing that, MOC. Hey, what's up, Riff? How you doing, bro? Wish I could donate, but I can't and don't have monies, but the MOC looks epic. Appreciate that, man. Jay just got out of school early because of a tornado. Wow. Hopefully everything's all right. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you like MOCs? Probably 11. I mean, this is what I do. This has become a part of my just everyday routine. I'm always working on something. So here's a question for the chat. You guys going to any Lego conventions this year? And if so, which conventions are you planning on going to? What's up, Ethan? How you doing, bro? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Or at least talked to you in a while. This is not going to be a guest stream, unfortunately. Mason always coming in with the hot takes. Why am I not surprised? No conventions near me. That's unfortunate. My goal is to go to Brick Fiesta, Brick World Chicago, and hopefully Brick Fair. Shout out to Narnar Binks for 10 somethings. Appreciate the donation. I have no idea what currency that is. My planned conventions to go to are Virginia and BrickFest Pasadena. Okay, cool. I find it shocking that you're willing to travel so far to Virginia. Do you have like family there or something? It's already my favorite MOC of all time. Wow, nice. I'm glad to hear that, man. Do you ever get tired of building Star Wars MOCs? No, I do not ever get tired of Star Wars MOCs. At least not until this point. Do I ever want to build non-Star Wars MOCs? Absolutely. I actually have, I mean, it's a matter of time, really. Like, if I had all the time in the world, if I could just do, like, Lego stuff all day long, I'd be building more than just Star Wars. But for the time, and I mean, I have a decent amount of time that I dedicate to this. I pretty much have to do exclusively Star Wars stuff for the sake of this channel and because that's really my biggest priority when I'm building. So that's that. And just like that, I'm out of the red plates that were just sitting in front of me. I think I have some black plates here. What's up, Chester Crab? I'm actually probably going to have to make some sort of combination between these. You won't build much reading the chat all the time. Yeah, that's pretty much come to be expected from this point. Any ideas on the BOYO Lounge? I pretty much know exactly what the BOYO Lounge is going to be. No, I did not watch Lego Masters last night. Congrats to Victorian Guard for a 65 minifig First Order army. Pretty impressive. Most impressive. How much money is all my Lego worth? I literally have no idea. I have no clue. It's a lot, clearly. I don't know. I couldn't give you a figure. Why is one pork standing alone while the other four together? That's a great question. The 4 that are together were the ones that I had on this mock. And the reason there's the one that's kind of by itself is actually because there was this one Your Questions Answered videos I did where I was sleeping in bed with one of the porks, and that was the one. And it had been sitting in my room for months until just recently I brought it back out here, and there wasn't enough space to put it with the rest, so that's why it's just sitting right there. To answer your question, Jam1, you Bricks by the Bay. I'm jealous. I would love to go to Bricks by the Bay. What do you think you will build after Starkiller? Something tan, probably. What did you vote for the next UCS set? So I actually was not allowed to vote. Because I work for Lego, I'm just not allowed to participate in stuff like that. I would have voted for the Nebulon had I been able to vote. Why did you get so many porks? Because they're awesome. Duh. I actually have a 6th porg that I need to build. What do you think the last Anakin Starfighter worth for the figure? I mean, it's a decent figure, but that hair piece is, I'm not a fan of that at all, so I don't know. Probably not. Especially with the, I mean, I'm sorry, I totally messed that up. So the hairpiece for that one, I guess, is appropriate because it's the Clone Wars Anakin. So I'd say, yeah, probably, yes, it is worth it. I was thinking about the Mustafar set. Which, I mean, the torso print on that Anakin is still incredible, but the fact that they use Clone Wars hair for him, I'm not a fan of. Yeah, why won't Lego give us a Porg battle pack? You should get tons of Yodas. I mean, that's the thing, though. It makes sense for me to have tons of Porgs. It doesn't really make sense to have more than one Yoda. Are you happy about the Public Gunship being the next, I guess you mean UCS set? How much do you think it'll cost? I have no idea how much it'll cost. It's hard to say because I don't know what how Lego plans to approach it. How do I feel about it? Meh, it's not what I wanted. It's not a bad thing. It's not bad news. It's just personally not what I wanted. I just hope it's minifig scale. If it's minifig scale, I have no qualms. You can make a massive Yoda out of them. I guess that's not a lie. A shout out to Danan61 for the 120 donation. Appreciated. Blast him. Clone Wars clones should have been good. Could have been good if they were realistic and Lego like Phase 1 Cody. I don't understand what you mean. The Phase 1 Cody isn't movie styled. I think the theory about a playscale gunship coming if we voted for the Nebulon was a stretch. I mean, at the end of the day, we'll never know for sure what they would have done had it gone the other way. And we still don't really know what they're going to do, but, I mean, we'll see. We shall see. You can make a mock where your Porg army defend Octo against Sith, I suppose. Have I seen Marfan's Kessel? I don't think I have. Send it to me on Insta. I'll check it out. How far are you? A little over half, I guess. A little over halfway there. Shout out to everyone who's subscribing, by the way. Hey, Rich Boy, I'm a guy that's 24. How will the theme song go? You turn 25. Great question. I don't know. I literally have no clue. I will tackle that whenever I get to it. I just hope they make new olive green parts of the gunship if they go that direction for the front. I mean, do you think olive green's a good color for the front? They've just always used lime green, so that's just kind of what I've come to expect. We need ARC Trooper Jesse in the Summer Wave. You know, it's weird to think about. Like, back in the day, I feel like we kind of took for granted that there was just always a set with clones in it on the shelves. But the fact that they've been so few and far between recently has really made me like, okay, we need some more clone-related sets. like, what's going on here? My favorite faction is the First Order. The First Order. I think they're the single most threatening faction we've seen on screen in Star Wars. That's why I stocked up on new Stormies. Yeah. Absolutely. I hope they make the Coruscant gunship from the Scipio episodes. the Coruscant clone. Is that the one? I don't know. What is the Coruscant clone gunship? Is that the gunship with the big lights on the side, or is that just the police gunship that? It's the dark red color shock troopers. It's a red gunship. Oh, okay. I don't remember that at all. What's up, Brick Vibe? How you doing, man? What's up, Owen Tomlinson? It's been a little while. Mostly my fault because I haven't been streaming as much lately. Jay, I've kind of gone out Legos and making videos. Any suggestions? I mean, if you don't feel it, like don't. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily motivate you to start feeling it again, but if you really want to be into it and you've been not feeling motivated, maybe take a step back and like do something very basic and simple with Lego. You know, like what initially got you into it? Like what was your favorite things back in the day, and maybe just look into that. In the Bay Area, the Lego stores are struggling to keep the pick-a-brick demands because PAB sales have gone up. Is this the case of your store? I don't know if PAB sales have gone up, but it's the availability of parts has become less for whatever reason. Maybe because more stores have been opening. Welcome in, guys. First Order is just a sleeker version of the Empire. The Republic is just the Empire with more colors. I need some tan plates and sand green plates. What are you building? I was in school once singing your intro. Someone asked, what are you singing? I just shrugged and left. Bro, you should have let them know what's up. You should have let them know that you were singing the BOYO theme song. I like to live stream and communicate with fans and build on camera, but YouTube took that away. You have to be over 1,000. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, 1,000 dark brown plates and tiles. Sheesh. That is a lot of dark brown plates. Could you imagine? Would you like it if Lego made a Jedi Temple when Anakin brought the 501st era or 501st Battle Pack? I'd probably prefer the Jedi Temple set. Well, I mean, 501st Battle Pack would be great. Don't get me wrong. Like, either of those are great options. But the Jedi Temple set would be nice. I'd like both of those. Rather than choosing, just give both. I'll take both. How about that? I've not watched Lego Masters, no. So many of these platforms, yo. I think it was mainly me trying to make videos. I think I may try just 2 or 3 a week. But no matter what, I'll always be a BOYO. See, that's what I like to hear. How long have you been live? When I first read that, my first thought was, how long have you been alive? I have been alive for 24 years. Now, I've been live for, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe less. I don't know. I actually can't see it. I think you can see that. Oh, I've been alive for 16 minutes and 59 seconds. You're building Felucia. I know it's in dark tan, but I have more tan pieces, so it's smart to do that. Yeah, use what you got. Use what you got. All right, let's start building up this platform over here. Got a whole lot of tan bricks. You should put a restaurant in Starkiller cooking up porgs. A KFP, Kentucky Fried Porg. I guess it'd be SFP, Starkiller Fried Porg. Would you ever build a Lamu mock? Probably not. Lamu's pretty basic. Yeah, bro, send me pics of your Asian Kloss. John Kloss. I'll be streaming for probably another hour. Wait, why tan bricks are a lot more other colors, not cheaper? I mean, these are just on the pick-a-brick wall. Pick-a-brick wall does not discriminate between different parts based on the colors, so there was a lot of tan, so I got a lot of tan. I did not see Lego Masters last night. Oh, I need to actually add more plates to this. Would I rather a 501st battle pack and be the only person in the year to... I guess he deleted it. Whatever. Shout out to this Reitman FRL watching from the Netherlands. What's up, Greg the Gungan? I swear, y'all come up with the most interesting names. Pavwad don't discriminate between tan bricks and the pink. I just take, and I take, and I. Greetings from Apple World. How many of you guys are from the Netherlands? Oh my god. I guess that makes sense. A lot of European boyos would be on right now, considering the time I'm streaming. Broadway. Yeah, I want to be on Broadway. I want to make a video series called Rich Boy J on Rich Boy Broadway. Or just make a channel called Rich Boy Broadway. That's where I'll put all my singing ventures. So are you working on more music? Not actively right now. I wanted to do a Nebula Gang song, but I just didn't find time to do it. Which was really disappointing, because I was going to do it, and then I realized, like, oh, the voting ends in, like, a couple days, so I'm not going to have enough time to do it, so I just didn't. Do you know the pad wall will have dark red / maroon 2x2 tiles? I mean, my pad wall has those right now. Would you rather get a 501st battle pack and be the only one in the world to have one, and no Lego for a year, or no battle pack as much? I'll take as much Lego. Like, as cool as it would be to have a 501st battle pack, unlimited Lego is far more attractive. Rich Boy J Vivo. I should do that. But I had to watch the stream for the whole class period. My engineering teacher is so chill. That sounds awesome. Do I have the most original Lego-related username? I can appreciate anyone who has a Lego-related username that doesn't have the word BRIX or Lego in it. Bro, Stormy, go tell your teacher you need to be challenged more. Tell him you want more homework. Can you make a custom first order ATST? As much as I guess I kind of like to. Other people have made far better ATSTs than I would, so probably not. There's not a single Lego store in Ireland. Oh my god. Lego Boy Roblox. I love it. I'm gonna change my name to Rich Boy J, Minecraft and Roblox Productions, Brick Studios. Shout out to Roman, whoever that is. What's your Hogwarts house? I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so I can't answer that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A red Mando battle pack. You mean the Darth Maul ones? Lego Brick Builder Boy Productions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many of you guys were fans of David Hall when he was Lego Boy? I didn't know who he was until Solid Brick Studios, so I would love to know how many of you are OG Solid Brick Studios fans. How many of you didn't even know that David Hall was Lego Boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 until I just mentioned it? Mason, you had to have been like 5 years old when David was Lego Boy. Making a model of the actual super laser cannon. You're talking about from Starkiller Base? That would have to be so massive, it's honestly not even worth it. You say you knew nothing about Harry Potter, but you know what Hogwarts was. I mean, that's just like basic information. Like, someone could have never seen a Star Wars film, but they would know that Darth Vader is from Star Wars. Marfan Lego BRIX Studios Productions. I've only known him in his Phase 2 form. How many of you guys were Phase 1 David Hall fans? Or have you only become fans in his Phase 2? Phase 1 David Hall did Brick Films. Phase 2 David Hall does MOCs. We need a Lego, or we need a UCS half a TIE. What? What? I know him as Solid Bricks. What's up, Jube Doob? I've had this account since the summer. Oh, you didn't just change your name. That's actually an entirely different account. What's up, BrickKid? How you doing, man? Oh, and Mal, you were asking about your name. I'm meant to tell you that you'll be happy to know that I've actually updated the donation numbers and the description. Took me forever, but I finally did it. What's your opinion on Rise of Skywalker? I never go to hear it. I mean, I did a review if you really want to know like my in-depth thoughts on it, but in short, I hated it. I remember his 2010 clone army. Mason, how old were you in 2010? You had to have been. I'm gonna guess in 2010, you were probably like 6 years old. Five. See? That's awesome though that you've been like into Lego Star Wars and Lego Star Wars on YouTube that long. Lego Roblox says 5, 6. Oh my god, I feel so old. Dude, I was in high school in 2010. Oh my god. Oh, did I reveal information you didn't want to know, Mal? What's up, Ballistic Builds? How you doing, bro? It's February. We're having a massive thunderstorm like it's summer. Dude, the weather here has been so ridiculous. Like 2 days ago, it was like 75 degrees outside, like perfect weather. Yesterday, it was 45 degrees outside and raining. And in some areas in Texas, it's actually been snowing. Lego Club TV animations are OG. That's why I find it funny when, like, people, I guess around most of you guys' age are, like, big prequel fans. Because you guys didn't really grow up with the prequels, right? Like, if you were 5 years old in 2010, you weren't even alive when 2 of the prequel films came out, and you were the year episode 3 came out. You had just been born. Like, I'm relatively old, and I barely grew up with the prequels. Like, I was 7 when episode 2 came out. I would have been 10 when episode 3 came out. I have so many porgs in the background because I love them. For the First Order Walker. You're talking about the AT-AT? Probably not. I was birthed a year after episode 1 came out. I was 7 years old, but I didn't know Star Wars, really. Here's a good question for the chat in general. Armando says they might not have seen them in theaters, but they were relevant for a while. I guess the Clone Wars kind of, like, made them more relevant, but I feel like, I don't know, like, the prequels didn't have the staying power the original trilogy might have had when they were first out. Like, I mean, I remember seeing episode 3 in theaters, and I was super hype about that. And then the Clone Wars happened, and I kind of fell out of Star Wars. Like, Star Wars wasn't nearly as big when the Clone Wars came out compared to, like, when the prequels were coming out, I feel. And even now, like, I mean, Clone Wars obviously had its fans, but it wasn't, like, it wasn't nearly as big as it was for when the films were coming. I was 10 when... No, you were not. I think Mal said he was 8 when episode 3 came out. Someone said I deserve mod for my name. You want to be a mod? I was 1 when episode 3 came out. Oh my god. Y'all are so young. Oh my god. I saw The Phantom Menace in theaters as a re-release. So what, the 3D version? I actually never saw the 3D version of episode 1 in theaters. JB is a baby. JBBrickfanatic. You should change your name to that. I wish more parts came in olive green. I'm so sad. You know that meme where there's like the black kid in the red shirt and it's always like, why do things have to cost money? You should redo that and be like, why don't more Lego parts come in olive green? No, I didn't check it out yet. I'll check it out after stream. Jay has had me on the moderator list for a long time. LOL, y'all get out of here. JBBrickfanatic. I was born after the prequels. I wonder, let's play a game actually. Let's see if we can figure out who the youngest person in the chat is and who the oldest person in the chat is without them directly saying like their age. Like, I don't know, how can we do this in a fun way? How can we do this? Oh, I think an easy way to tell is, what was your first Lego set? Everyone in the chat, I want to know what's your first Lego set. I want to try to guess who's the oldest and who's the youngest. I wasn't allowed to watch Rots until I was 11. Is it because it was PG-13? Rock, Miners, Drill. First Star Wars set. Yeah, make it a Star Wars set, because I'm not gonna know off the top of my head about the other sets. 2008 Clone Walker Battle Pack. 2008 Anakin Starfighter. What's up, Ben? How you doing, man? 2007 Phase 2 Clones. Set from the early 7th. That was your first Lego set? Was that I'm guessing that was a hand-me-down. Second Droid Escape Pod. Holy, I did not expect for the chat to move this fast. Oh my god. First Lego set was the ATRT with the Recon clone. That's an old set. 2005 Turbo. That's a great first Lego Star Wars set. Oh my god. Could you imagine? Anakin Freako Speeder. Geonosian Cannon with Barris and Phase 1 Gree. 2005. 2015 Turbo Tank. I feel inclined to say that Nate's the youngest, but considering how big that set is, I'm just assuming he just got into Lego later. First non-Duplo set was Episode 3 Anakin Starfighter. I never actually had any Duplo sets. Okay, this is probably more difficult than I thought it was. Some of y'all had some pretty awesome first, like, Star Wars sets. I think my first Star Wars set was probably Anakin's Pod Racer. Proud non-Duplo kid. Yeah, I always had, like, older cousins, and I just kind of ended up inheriting their parts. So I never had Duplo. I probably had some off-brand, like, big building block, but I never specifically had Duplo. Winnie the Pooh and Bob the Builder. Dude, wow. I can't believe you remember that. Hey, shout out to Chris Blake Productions. He says, turn this on during a break in class and forgot it to sound all the way up. Glad to see you back. Thanks for the donut, man. Really appreciate it. I'm the same age as Lego Star Wars and the Phantom Menace. Oh, nice. I totally skipped Duplo. My dad got me my first set when I was like 4. My mama was wise and started me on Duplo since birth. Wow. I got all my brother's Lego after he stopped caring about it. How much older is he than you? How much older than you is he? Do both of those sentences make grammatical sense? How much older than you is he, or how much older is he than you? How much older than you is he? How much older than he is you? Hey, it's Michael Scott. Shout out to Mal. He says, gotta go to work. Also, thanks for having me on over 7 hours of live stream. Thanks for coming on over 7 hours of live stream. I certainly appreciated that. He's 2 years older he had a few older Star Wars sets and lots of City. That's good. And what's up, General Hux? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Rich Boy J, we both know Hunter's next mock is being amazing. Has he announced it yet? Can we talk about that? Arc 170 stream was very long, but it was worth it because the Arc 170 was hot. That Arc 170 was hot. What set is 75002? Arc 170 stream was whack by the end. Wow, that's some shade, man. I'm sorry, man. Ben Kenobi, where did you dig up this old fossil? Hey, Ben Kenobi is a good man. Yeah, good at getting us killed. I don't see you coming up with any ideas. Don't tell him what it's going to be. You told me. Okay. I didn't think he had announced it publicly yet. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. You should... Oh. Mason apparently wasn't confident in his comment and deleted it. My half-brother's 10 years older than me, so I got all his OG Hero Power pieces. And my dad's pieces from the 70s, so that's what I grew up on. Oh, that sounds nice. I remember little me saw the 7662 MTT in a catalog and wanted it so badly. I was fortunate enough as a kid to have 2 of those, and I felt like I had the best collection in the world. talking about some. I don't remember, honestly. I honestly don't even remember what we were talking about by the end of that stream. Which wave did you like better, 2002 Attack of the Clones or 05 Revenge of the Sith? I mean, if you asked me that when I was younger, I probably would say, you know, the 2002 Attack of the Clones sets, because the Republic gunship was in that wave. But in terms of just wave quality, I think definitely the 05 Revenge of the Sith sets. There were so many. Like, we've never gotten that many sets for a movie the first year. Like, the wave was pretty all-encompassing, other than the fact that to this day we've still not gotten a single set from the beginning of the movie, the first lightsaber battle. But I think in hindsight, I'd probably go with 05 Revenge of the Sith. How many porgs do I have? I have 5. Or 6, actually. When I was younger, I always broke on my brother's Lego sets while playing with him. When he got tired of Lego, he finally gave them to me. How sweet. Favorite Star Wars movie based on its Lego set releases? Like, which Star Wars movie has the best Lego sets? I mean, Episode 2 is up there just because of the Republic gunships. But, I would have to, you know what I'd have to do? I'd have to go in my room and look at my collection and look at, like, which sets do I still have built? I think Episode 6 is up there. Like the UCS Imperial Shuttle. The, Endor sets. The Jabba's Palace sets. There's a lot of Hoth sets in Cloud City. That's a really difficult question. How do you guys feel about that? Which movie do you think has made the best sets? Yeah, AT-ATs. Not that I love most of the Lego AT-ATs, but that that first AT-AT set combined with the second Snowspeeder set, that's an undefeated combination. Favorite Super Bowl commercial this year? Honestly, don't know. I don't really remember. Yeah, Episode 5 is definitely up there. But Episode 6, even Episode 4, like, I like all the Death Star stuff. The cantinas. Like the X-Wings, Y-Wings, you know. Falcon. I have $27.50 to spend. What clone trooper do I buy? Buy a Wolfpack Phase 2 clone trooper. Because I don't have a single one. Which do you like most, the old Mandalorian Battle Pack or the new one? Honestly, they're kind of, I put them on the same level. I don't love either of them. They're kind of the same to me. I mean, the new one's definitely better. Like, don't get me wrong. But I just don't care for that battle pack. Will we ever see Jabba's Palace again? I don't know. After that controversy with the most recent one, it'll be a while. I think it'll be a while before they do something that actually resembles the exterior of a Jabba's Palace, which sucks, right? I don't think we'll ever get a Slave Leia again. I think that's pretty much not going to happen again. What's up, Corey Baxter? What was controversial about it again? Apparently it resembled some MOC. I don't remember the full story, but I know it apparently looked like some MOC. Maybe someone else in the chat will have a better idea. When are we gonna get Anakin slaying younglings? I think the fact that I don't think we'd get that scene. I don't think we'd get that scene in Lego. The same way that Lego would not touch the like the Tusken Raider. I mean, they make Tusken Raider end count, but it wasn't very depictive of the scene. Like, I don't think Lego would touch that. Dooku decapitation. That I honestly I could see them doing that. What do you think Resistance that shows it? I still haven't seen like the last 5 or 6 episodes. I'll be completely honest. Like, I loved Resistance. Like, the first 2 episodes in this season weren't incredible. Like, there were some good ones, but seemed to be a lot of filler in this season. But after seeing episode 9, I honestly just lost interest in watching Resistance. Like, knowing what it all leads up to, I was kind of like, I just don't care. Which sucks. It's honestly kind of depressing. Because I really did like that show. I'm still recovering from episode 9, guys. I don't think you understand. How about Rogue One sets? The newest out ATST and Hover Tank for Fire. I mean, I still don't care for Lego ATSTs, but the Rogue One had a very good wave of sets. It's honestly shocking that we've gotten so few of them. Like, Lego could easily put out, a big 150 Zeta class set, and that would sell well at any time. Blue Squadron X-Wing would sell well, even though, I mean, how do people feel about X-Wings at this point? I know people are very sensitive about getting more X-Wings. What was so bad about Rise of Skywalker? Oh, Mason. I'm sorry, I know that's your favorite movie, bro. Hey, Gavin, hope you get well soon, man. Glad you can appreciate the stream. Bricklink just broke. That's unfortunate. We've had too many Lego X-Wings. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the sentiment. I mean, to be fair, we haven't had that many original trilogy X-Wings, and we have obviously never gotten a Blue Squadron X-Wing. That's what I find so funny. Like, people will get mad and be like when Lego releases like a Resistance X-Wing, right? People are like, oh, why are we getting another X-Wing? But I mean, of the most recent X-Wings, they've all been different. Like, it's been a while since we've gotten an actual X-Wing re-release. Like, the most recent X-Wing was Poe's orange one. Before that would have been the original trilogy one. Before that would have been the gray and blue Resistance one. Before that would have been Poe's black one. And then before that, it would have been the original trilogy one, like, many years before that. So, like, I mean, I get it, they're X-Wings, but they're still not the same vehicle. Like, I don't know. Like, I find it interesting, like, people want every clone in every color under the sun, but they don't care to have, like, people don't give ships, I guess, that same understanding. I never really understood that about the community. Like, if Lego released, 10 different sets with 10 different clones, people wouldn't be like, oh, we're getting too many clones. I don't want to have just a bunch of different colored clones. But they also don't want all the variations of ships that we've gotten. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? We can make a clone pride flag and we get purple if we just get purple already. They just looking to hate on Lego for anything. Yeah. That's certainly a part of it. I like having Poe's black one. The orange one looks fine, but I'll eventually buy his new one and one from the original trilogy because they displayed it well together. What's up, SWBrick75? How you doing, man? Your opinion on the Colin Trevorrow concept art? Some of it was cool. Like, I love I don't know if it was exactly Snoke's ship, but basically the big Star Destroyer, like, in the atmosphere of the Coruscant-looking city. Like, there was some cool stuff in it. There was some ridiculous stuff in it that I didn't care for, but there was some cool stuff in it. What should the name of the next saga be? I don't know. I guess it depends on what it's about. Like, if it's the Old Republic, name it the Old Republic saga. Like, I don't know. Do I know M&R still? I mean, yeah. I know him. You don't just forget people like that. I'm I'm glad you could make it, the CSM clan. What's up, Jake057? Tuxedo Alien, I really hope you're joking. Will we ever see a Star Wars CMF line? I don't doubt that it could happen at some point, but as of now, no. I live in the great state of Texas. The reason why clones are so special is because all of the different factions as a commander, that's what the Empire and First Order are missing. Different stormtroopers, pros, and what? I don't understand that. All hail the might. There we go. Show some respect. Put some respect on it. Yeah, at this point they're not allowed to do it. I'm just saying, like, at some point, if that contract changes, I mean, it's obviously a good business decision. But then there are a lot of things I think that are good business decisions that Lego just refuses to do, so what do I know? Looking forward to the buildable Dio set. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent towards it. Like, of all the new droids we've been introduced to, I think Dio is easily the least memorable. Bulio's head. Yo, a Bulio's head set would be a really nice way to commemorate all the sacrifices he made. He didn't even ask for anything in return. He just wanted to win the war. Can we get a moment of silence for D? Actually, here's what we're going to do. I got to grab some parts, but while I'm gone, I want everyone to engage in a moment of silence for Bulio. All right. Who talked during our moment of silence for Bulio? I want you to ban them. I want you to send them to the Shadow Realm. Master Skywalker. There's too many of them. What are we going to do? Yeah, I'll be at Brick World. Are you going to be there? School won't stop me from sending donuts my way. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Cosmic Break 44. And I hope you're having a good day at school, man. CSM says, you made my day. You inspired me to build and collect. I've had a bad day, and watching you make me feel better. Also, how's your day going? Could you do an updated Rebel Army video? I'm glad that I can help you in that way. It actually means a lot to me. I'm having a pretty good day. Just getting some work done on Starkiller, which is always a good thing. As for, what was that last question? I don't remember. Oh, updated Rebel Army video. I'd like to. I haven't really made too many additions to it. Like, I'm trying to think. So one of the things I would like to do is, like, get back together a decent amount of, like, my Scarif troops. Because I think in the video I didn't have very many of them there. So, like, the Rebels on Scarif, I'd like to assemble more of those guys back together. Other than that, I don't know. I really haven't added much to my Rebel ranks. So, I don't know. Maybe at some point. Are you going to do Han Solo's death scene? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to be shedding a few tears while I'm building that scene. I'm looking forward to it, though. You know what I'll do for that scene? I'm going to be working on it. I'm going to put on some Drake. Because it's going to be an emotional moment for me to have to build that. Sad that there aren't any huge, big builders like you here in France. I'm sure they're there. You just got to find them. I didn't watch Lego Masters last night. I know you had asked a few times, Hux. I did not see it. I have no opinions. I didn't see it. I'm growing my Rebel Army and my Imperial Army one day when I meet you, if you ever come to England. I'd certainly like to. I'd love to attend an overseas Lego con. Oh, is Republic Attack really in France? There you go. There you go. If I voted, I would have voted for the Nebulon. Oh, Hunter, what's going on, dude? I didn't even notice you in the chat. Lego needs to make an Ochi speeder set with a Lego Sith Wayfinder. Lego could not make a single other Episode 9 set, and I would be totally fine. It feels so weird. I've never felt this way about a Star Wars movie. You didn't know he was French. He just has a French accent. I mean, I'm sorry. I haven't watched... The only video I probably watched of his was the one where his stuff got stolen. So, I don't have, like, a direct reference for... Like, if I think about his voice, I can't picture his voice in my head, if that makes sense. I can't envision it. Thank you, SWBrick75, for the $5 dono. Appreciate that. Doing mighty fine, my guy. Got something special in the works. Ooh. I'm actually really happy. I could have done the math if I really wanted, but I'm happy with the space I have here for the main middle area of the hangar, because this X-Wing TIE Fighter is going to be sitting here, so it's looking pretty good so far. Hey, what's up, Austin? How you doing, bro? Needs more porgs. I'm working on it, bro. Says as many problems Episode 9 had. The new Sith Trooper armor on screen was very visual appealing. Oh yeah, the Sith Troopers looked cool. They looked cool for the 3 seconds of screen time they had. Jay, do you remember when JBBrickfanatic was building a Jabba's Palace UCS and Pizza the Hut came up? I do remember that. Agree, more porgs needed. Bro, I'm on it. I'm on it. What are you up to, Matt? Nice to see all my friends in the chat at once. We got Matt, Hunter, Garrett, Austin. Your streams are getting larger. I remember a month ago you were on 40 or 50 watching. Now you're over 70. Yeah, my channel has experienced some pretty good growth recently. Austin, you're not my friend anymore. All right, let's build some pillars. Shh. XSS6. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Bro, how big are the pillars you're building? My pillars are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 bricks high. Is it a problem if I like Episode 9? Of course not. You can like whatever you want. Would you approve of Lego making Shrek sets? I mean, I don't care. I don't really care. Shrek sets would make for some incredible Easter eggs. Anytime Lego makes weird sets like that, I think about like, how could I make this an Easter egg into a Star Wars build? Like, I actually there's a set called Buzz Lightyear Star Command. It comes with Buzz Lightyear, his ship, and Zurg. And I actually bought that set from eBay only because I want to do like if I ever build a Cloud City MOC, I want to do an Easter egg where the Luke or where the I'm Your Father scene happens. I want to do Zurg and Buzz there instead. I think that would be hilarious. So I wanted to make sure I had a Zurg minifig in my collection for when that day comes. Put a minion on Starkiller. That's actually not a bad idea. Like, I have like a minion just like walking around in like a work outfit. If there's a Shrek set, you gotta hide a secret room in a MOC with 50 Shreks. Oh my god. Mine are 33 bricks tall and at a 45-degree angle. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Do you play Battlefront 2? Not really recently. Bro, you're ordering dominoes? Send some my way. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mini with the Captain Phasma outfit. Also, do a Lego Star Wars collection vid soon. I'd love to see it, especially your Lego Star Wars duplicates. Like the sets I have. I need to just do a room tour. I know I need to. There are fuzzy minion-looking aliens in Maz's castle and Resist. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hunter, that's a weird sounding comment. I went to In-N-Out yesterday. There was close to no line. That sounds great. I'm gonna go this weekend. There's 2 monster truck shows actually happening here this weekend, and there's an In-N-Out down by the stadium. So I can't wait to go down there. Room tour will happen very soon. I know I've been saying that for like 2 years now, but I promise I'll do it. I just need to clean my room. I've been sorting. I've actually been making an effort to sort a lot more. Hunter says J came out wrong. Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was supposed to be a joke or what. What's up, Anakin Sand? Sanakin and. Glad you liked the Storm's story. Do you have Hangout? You mean Hangouts? Like Google Hangouts? Yeah. I don't have it open right now. This is unfortunately not a guest stream. I don't like sand. I actually have 5 porgs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6th one that's not in this room. I honestly forgot those are over there, and everyone keeps mentioning them in the chat because I don't usually have the camera facing this way. Don't you stream with music? Not typically. I guess I could. I'll just stream and have the 3 Rich Boy J songs on repeat the whole time. So many pillars. The biggest thing about streaming with music is finding non-copyright music. And hoping that whatever playlist you get is all non-copyright music. Would you want to be in Matt's Clout House? Yeah, absolutely. We actually talked about that years ago. Like, once our channels got huge, start a Lego Clout House. That would be so freaking sweet. Could you imagine, like, getting a bunch of us together in one house, where we can all work on one build. I vote Scarif. I think that Scarif would be the best big, like, large-scale collab build to do like that. We build like a 20-foot tall citadel. And no, that wasn't hyperbole. I would like to build a 20-foot tall citadel. Maybe 20 feet is a bit much. Maybe 15 feet. I think 15 feet is appropriate. Make Scarif radio tower, a lamp, and a... What? Would you rather have 1,000,000 stormtroopers or 1,000,000 rebels? I go with stormtroopers. You shouldn't have that many rebels. New upload by Hunter. Sorry, Jay. Gotta watch something real quick. I don't mind. Go ahead. Everyone go watch Hunter's new video. Argano is my Lego studio, which I've been building since '08. Finished painting a line yesterday. Now I have to add more sets. We need Clone Wars sets. You know what I'd love to do? Whenever I get like a legit Lego studio, I would love to build some sort of Lego Star Wars MOC on the wall. Like, kind of how, I mean, I think what, I made a, basically after I started my minifig wall, and I had all these base plates just on a wall, I started thinking, like, you could just build a MOC that way. Like, literally just, like, put it on the wall and just start building out, and have it like a bird's eye view. I don't know what I would do. Maybe, it would have to be something mostly flat, because you don't want to build too far off the wall. But I don't know, some sort of like ground battle, possibly even like Geonosis or something like that, where, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have ships or anything, but you could just have like legions of clones charging at a legion of droids, and like the whole MOC would just be on a wall. That'd be actually pretty sweet. And shout out to Kult of Christiansen for the dono, appreciate that, bro. But yeah, I was thinking about that a while back. Yeah, the Teth thing, Teth would be cool too. The whole point though would be, it's not a build, it's a build that you'd be looking at from like bird's eye view. Appreciate that, CSM clan. Just keep eating your vitamins and saying your prayers. And appreciate that, Michael Irwin. Can I buy your first order transporter? You want to actually buy the physical one that I built? Was it easy starting your career? My YouTube career? I mean, starting a channel is as easy as you want to make it, right? You just kind of do it. And so far as like being successful, like it's hard work. I'm not selling any of my custom vehicles, but you can build those. I made the review I did of the X-Wing. The instructions are in the link. Can you make the Razor Crest flying in space on the wall? Sure, absolutely. They want, I know, right? They want to buy me out. That's my goal for Starkiller. I would like for this to be the best MOC ever. No, I still haven't seen the Walker review, actually, Hunter. Are you gonna buy that 380 Baby Yoda figure? I want to, dude. I was thinking about it. I probably will eventually get it. Honestly, Is there another place to buy clones and droids besides eBay and Bricklink? Brick Owl, I guess. Shame, I would buy like 50 transporters and like a big MOC. That's a lot of transporters. Oh my god. I do not have any Baby Yoda merch. What's up, CDoc76? I'm curious, who in the chat actually uses Brick Owl? I've never used it. What is your experience with Brick Owl? I don't like BBP Studios, for example. I think he exclusively uses Brick Owl. I've used BrickSeek, yes. Brick Owl is whack. I'll never use it. What's wrong with Brick Owl? Did I watch Clone Wars when it first aired? No, I did not. After the Lego sets came out, I just was not interested in those, the show, the sets, primarily because of the figures. Did you enjoy episode 9? Not at all. I get most of my Lego pieces from Bricklink. I get like the generic pieces from the Pick a Brick wall. Are you starting building Clone Wars MOCs someday? If I see something I really want to build from the Clone Wars, I'll build it. I have nothing against building from the Clone Wars. There's just, like, having seen all the show up to this point, there's nothing that I really just want to build from it. Actually, that's not true. There is something I would actually love to build from it. The Republic prison / like military compound. I guess is it the prison? It's whatever the compound is where Ahsoka's running away from the shock troopers. I think the prison's attached to that, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Jedi Bob? Even though you can't hear me. Yeah, it's basically the clone base on Coruscant. Who is your favorite Mandalorian? I don't know, honestly. My biggest completed MOC was Crate. This will be my biggest MOC when I'm done with it. Yeah, I like Mando. Yeah, I'll probably go with Din Djarin is the best Mando. I mean, he certainly does the coolest things. Yeah, I'll go with that. All right. I don't know, man. Boba Fett looks cool, but he's kind of a wuss. Whatever that, Baby Yoda or new Commander Fox. Oh, Commander Fox. We've been starved for new, cool, unique clones for far too long. Did I like Lando in 9? Not really, to be honest. I honestly kind of wish he wasn't in that movie. I love the lightsaber fight between Kylo and Rey on Kijimi. It was a cool concept. I like the concept. I don't know. I didn't really love any of their fights in Episode 9. They fought too much in that movie. It's like every time they see each other, they're freaking pulling out their lightsabers and swinging at each other. Like, I feel like their fight in the Death Star should have felt memorable and special had there been, like, lead up to it. But they just fight so much before that in that movie, it kind of falls flat. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like Lando in Episode 9 at all. Not a fan of these sequel fights. I feel the opposite. The prequel fights look way too fake. Prequel fights I'm not a fan of at all. I also wouldn't even describe the sequel fights as slow. Like, I think the sequel fights are a very good balance between, like, the emotion and the anticipation of the original trilogy and the action of the prequels. Like, it looks like a fight. It's tense. I don't think it's slow paced at all, but it's also not over the top and, like, fake looking. It actually looks like a fight. Prequel lightsaber battles don't look like a fight. It looks like people have gotten, it looks like two dudes have choreographed a lightsaber thing and they're trying to perform as best as they can, which is not what it even though that's exactly what it is, that's not what it should look like. It should look like a fight. So no, I'm not a fan of the prequel fights at all. Oh, the Praetorian Guard battle is freaking incredible. Probably the most unique Star Wars. I don't know, either that or Rey and Kylo's Episode 9 fight. Two of the most unique Star Wars fights we've gotten. I'll take the Praetorian Guard fight over it, though. I'm building basically pillars right now so I can level up this hangar section. And you can kind of see, basically this ground has to be leveled with the side over here that I've been working on. I threw popcorn at the screen when Rey and Vin kissed. Dude, I hated that so much. Have you seen the leaked Grievous Starfighter set? Okay, everyone keeps... That set's not coming out in April. That's a summer set. All the Clone Wars sets are coming out in the summer. The picture I saw of it was not good at all. I mean, I don't know. Like, are people excited to get another Grievous Starfighter? I never loved the ship from the beginning. I certainly don't care to have it at this point. Like, it'd be different if we were consistently getting Clone Wars sets up to this point. Like, fine, like, updated at some point. But, like, this is the first Clone Wars wave we've gotten in forever. And out of the gate, like, the Grievous Starfighter is, like, one of the first things you choose to put out. I don't know. I mean, it's different for sure, but it's just... If I had to choose a list of however many Clone Wars sets to come out after many years of them being absent or hardly there, Grievous Starfighter isn't what I would have gone with. That's just how I feel. I'm not looking forward to it. Jay, you leaked that you were 6'2" in a recent video. I could have sworn you were over 9 feet tall. I am over 9 feet tall, but that's actually intimidating to a lot of viewers whenever I mention it. So I usually will just settle on 6'2", so people feel that I'm more relatable, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'll get the set. I'm just saying, like, that just seems like a weak vehicle to come out the gate with. I don't know. If we're only getting maybe 6 or 7 sets in this wave, just, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it. You must have grown since Chicago. I take many forms. Which episode do you like? Like, which movie do I like the best? Episode 4, for sure. In the measurement of 2x4 bricks, how tall are you? I don't. However tall 9 feet of 2x4 bricks are, that's how many 2x4 bricks I am tall. I love how you also specifically asked for 2x4 bricks, as if all bricks aren't just the same height. Appreciate that, Henry. So many pillars. Hey everybody, any Clone Army Customs before? I bought the Clone Hound Fig and Starfighter in episode 3 set. It has an Utapau in the background. I have Clone Army Customs Boba Fett and Jango helmets / jetpacks. I think that's the only Clone Army Customs stuff I have. Dude, a life-size J built out of bricks would be incredible. Rogue One or Solo? Definitely Rogue One. Bruh, crate is still intact. Like, parts of it. So that is not crate. That is Starkiller. That is what's left of crate at this point. If only I had some friends to come over and help me sort crate. That'd be great. And yeah, I did play Fallen Order. I thought it was meh. I need to get put of bed and... Oh, get out of bed and build. How are you still in bed right now? I'll fight. Thank you, Dayton. I appreciate that. Seriously, can we get a tour bus to go around the country and pick up some BOYOs and then bring you all back here to help me sort crate? On a scale from 1 to 10, how sad were you? I wasn't sad at all. I was so happy to be done with that mock, dude. And it's actually kind of cold here right now. There's like some areas where it's snowing in Texas right now, actually. I actually kind of want to see Birds of Prey. I might check it out this weekend with my little brother. Have any of you guys seen it? Obviously, don't spoil it. Oh no, it starts, is today Friday? Today's Thursday. It starts tonight. That's right. None of you have seen it. Bro, I sorted my collection for a month. I don't need more sorting. Bro, help me out. Gosh. I would do it for you. Get some tunes and beers going. It'll be done ASAP. That would be great. Could you imagine just getting together like 10 people to help you sort your freaking collection? That'd be great. Like, it was nice at some points when I had Matt and, well, not Matt, I guess Cena and Garrett over here to help sort. Saying either Friday or Saturday. Really excited to see Obi-Wan say hello there. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? What? Explain that one to me. See, Brick5 knows what's up. Sorting party over here, guys. You'll, of course, all get the room tour. I'll let all of you play with my Razor Crest build for a maximum of 10 minutes. I'll also let all of you ride on the AT-M6 as long as you'd like. And what else do I have to offer? You can also look at the back of Starkiller. How about that? Look at that filler. You can also look at the remains of my AT-AT. Wait, is he really? I had no idea. Okay, that makes you want to see it even more. You know where the BOYO Lounge is going to be and all that? Yes, it is. I know exactly where the BOYO Lounge is going to be. Dude, I have my eye test tomorrow. I'm going to need glasses for sure, and I don't know how to feel about it. Bro, having glasses is a power only one has achieved. But if we work together, I'm sure we can discover the secret. It's okay, dude. I wear contacts. You'll appreciate being able to actually see things. Obi-Wan plays Black Mask in the film. So cool seeing your Razor Crest at BrickVention. I'm so glad. I forget the guy who took it there. I think it was Martin Harris, if I'm not mistaken. I was so happy he took it there. He told me the reception there was really good, and that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Spoiler, Harley Quinn is a Palpatine. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, I wear contacts. I'm actually a very blind boy without them. I am super blind without my contacts. I used to have glasses back in elementary school. What do you hate most about the entire Star Wars saga? That's a great question. I'm actually interested. I was gonna ask like Rich Boy Blind Boy J. Anyways, the thing I hate the most about the Star Wars saga is the no, I'm kidding. Probably just characters getting revived. If there's one just thing I would eliminate from Star Wars if I could, I would stop resurrecting characters. That would be everyone when they were intended to die would have just died. That would make me very happy. Appreciate that, Jack Newton Roth. You should change your intro to I'm a guy that's 24 and wears contacts. I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but I broke the pair, never got them fixed. So is your vision not significantly worse? I hate Jar Jar and prequel level acting the most. I was trying to answer that question without just bashing the prequels. Just stay dead. Let the past die. What, Spider-Maul didn't appease you? Surprisingly not, Sans. Surprisingly not. I know. Like, you pitched the idea of Spider-Maul to most Star Wars fans, and I mean, what's there not to love about it? But it just didn't work for me for some reason. How do you have the willpower to finish Starkiller after the Rise of Skywalker? I deadass would have finished the stage and called it quits. I honestly did feel that, like, once, like, I just detested the sequels after I watched episode 9. And, like, it took a while for me to actually want to keep working on this. But this is a project I've wanted to do for so long. I just kind of like to ignore the episode 9. And that's what keeps me interested in building this MOC, if that makes sense. But you know, it was difficult, man. Like knowing that all this doesn't really matter, that the First Order really doesn't matter at all. It's all about the Emperor and the Empire and his copy and paste fleet. Does kind of put a damper on working on this, but I love Starkiller Base, so I will continue to fight the good fight. What's up, RB Builds? Henry says, what's my favorite Star Wars fight scene battle? So I actually was talking to Garrett about this the other day, and I have my top 3. So I think my favorite Star Wars fight is Rey and Kylo on Starkiller Base, and that's a reason I really do want to do this MOC and finish it. Outside of that, the next one is the Death Star 2 battle between Luke and Darth Vader. Only a master of evil, Darth. And then my third is the Praetorian Guard fight on the Supremacy. The dark side is like copy and paste an Emperor there, here, a Star Destroyer there. Oh, That would be so funny if it wasn't true. I see no lies. Have you seen the script for the other episode 9? Yeah, I haven't extensively read through the script, but I have seen it, and like I've read about it. I mean, I don't know. I certainly like it more than what happened. That's for sure. How come none of these fights included Liam Neeson? It's treason, then. I just don't really care about Qui-Gon. I'm gonna be completely honest. Is it a hot take if I say I don't care about Qui-Gon Jinn? I sent you a pic on Instagram of a custom molded Kylo lightsaber. Ooh. Have you seen the new Minions trailer? Didn't they show it during the Super Bowl? Oh no. They showed it was weird, right? Because they didn't show the Minions trailer during the Super Bowl, but they announced that the trailer was going to be on Wednesday. They had a trailer for the trailer at the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, right? How is it possible to build so much stuff in little time? That's a great question. I don't know. It's not easy. What's up, Noah? How you doing, man? Qui-Gon is quite gone. And it's sad. You signed big doo-doo this time. Creed, how are you going to feel when I put minions in the Starkiller Base MOC? Are you going to be disappointed in me? I literally sold all my sequel minifigs and holy crap, dude. That's quite the reaction. That probably would have been my gut reaction. Like I told Garrett, if episode 9 sucks, whenever we leave the film, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna stop by a store and I'm gonna pick up some trash bags. And then I'm gonna come home and all my Lego stuff is just going in the trash because I'm done with Star Wars. And as much as I would have liked to have done that after watching that movie, I didn't. And I'm happy I didn't. Tallest MOC was probably Scarif with the Citadel. But that tower I built for Vardos was also pretty tall. I don't think it was as tall as the Scarif one. Jay, if I send you one more of my Brick City whips, can it go in the MOC? Where the heck am I going to put a car? I mean, I wouldn't mind if you could give me a place where it can actually go, I'll consider it. Have you played Fallen Order? Yes. Are you asking what's my least favorite Star Wars movie or what's my least favorite movie in general? Have a garage under the mountain. I want to put a Los Santos Customs in the MOC and put a Brick City whip in it. How about that? If you can send me a chromed out Brick City whip, I'll put a Los Santos Customs in the mall. It's the First Order garage, bro. First Order themed Ferrari. Put Jar Jar getting impaled in the MOC. Hasn't Jar Jar taken enough hate? Are you going to have any little hidden Easter eggs? Oh, yeah. I actually have... There probably will be one in the next update. I have an idea for something I want to add to it. I'll give it snow tires, too. Yo, someone make me a Mr. Plow truck. How about this? Brick City Whips, if you can make me a Mr. Plow truck, I will put it in this MOC. I'm Mr. Plow, and that's my name. That's my name. It's Mr. Plow. Do you have any opinions about Sam Raimi and talks to direct Doctor Strange 2 next year? I didn't even know that was a thing, but that's kind of hilarious, honestly. Have Kylo in the car with 2 oh my god. Are you talking about... Are you Mason, are you saying that there would be 2 Twi'leks in the car, or the car would have 2 Twi'leks painted on it? What exactly are you saying here? You can include the Knights of Ren by including nothing, just like their characters. I'll include the Knights of Ren just kind of standing around somewhere. Like they do the whole movie. Just standing around. Put Spider Maul and Spider Ahsoka in the MOC. You should have a giant porg in the background. You know what I'm going to do? I have the perfect idea for this MOC. So I'm going to do the scene where Kylo and Ben are standing on that pathway. And, like, where Kylo is going to, like, pull out his lightsaber, I want to instead have, like, a portal forming right behind Han Solo. And Ezra from Rebels is going to be pulling him through the portal right before Kylo Ren stabs him. Because that's canon in Star Wars now, guys. That's what I'm going to do. Put Crispy Anakin burning in the trash can. Oh, God. I guess I could. Oh, Matt the Radar Technician is definitely going to be in this MOC. Twi'lek Dancer Army. An army of Ulas. I'll hide a First Order strip club somewhere in the MOC. How about that? Favorite MOC I've ever made? Right now, probably my Razor Crest. Are you going to switch out the Rey cloning room for Snoke? Honestly, I want to get rid of that room altogether. It's just not funny to me anymore. Like, I don't like it. So, I don't know. I have to think of what to do with that room. At this point, I'm tempted to just get rid of the whole thing. I need a new Ayla Secura since the ARM from 2017 one snapped. Oh, that sucks. Make a spider farm. Have Rey and Ben kissing? Absolutely not. I would never. Convert it into a Snoke cloning facility. See, that would be funny if it wasn't true. You get what I mean? I'll definitely include a mess hall, for sure. Have I seen Jojo Rabbit? It's a great movie. I have no idea what that is. A porg cloning spot. Raylo gang. Mason, stop. Jay, where should I get lights for the MOC? If you want it to go the cheap route, I can send you the stuff I got from Amazon to put lights in my MOCs. All right. Oh, hey. Wait. See it. Oh, I guess JB is leaving. Oh, no, you're... DMK came to say hello and goodbye. All right. See ya. Have Ben and Rey kissing, but instead it's Ben Quadraneros instead of Rey. It'll be Rey and Ben, but instead it's going to be Rey Sloan and Ben Quadraneros. I will absolutely have a Matt the Radar Technician figure in the MOC. I still need to figure out... Like, I'd love to just get a straight-up custom one, but I haven't found any great ones. So I might have to figure out a purist solution for Matt the Radar Technician. JB, do you have any experience with, like, wiring? It's not difficult if you haven't, but you would need to know a little bit of how to do that if you want to do it the way that I have. Top 3 Star Wars movies, 4, 5, 8. Okay, yeah, I'll send you what I got. You basically, the components you need, I'll send you what I got. But you need a soldering kit, some wire, a pack of LEDs, and a battery pack, and some copper tape. Your build's looking great. Now that's building good in the Lego neighborhood. All right, see you, Jacob. Jacob DeVore. Brick City Whips, are you still in the chat? I'm curious if you're actually going to make that Mr. Plow. Because that would actually be hilarious to include in this mock. So you Nebulon nerds got tie-bombed by Gunship Gang. Honestly, anybody who's repping Gunship Gang is on site. I'm ready to throw hands. Soldering I can do, but I'm wondering for ease of transportation, since I'll be away, would be good. It just depends on how you wire it. Like, there's ways you can do it where it's not an issue. But yeah, anybody repping Gunship Gang, y'all can get these hands. I'm done playing Mr. Nice Guy. How could you still have that poster of Rise of Skywalker? Because I paid for it and I don't like destroying things or throwing things away that I paid for. I mean, it's still a cool poster. I like the poster. Hate the movie, but I do like the poster. Chewie roasting a porg. I could probably find out a way to include that. Jay, what would you want from Galaxy's Edge I'm going next week? I want a game of Sabacc. I mean, you threw away the First Order Scout Walker at the Last Jedi. That is true. Even I pulled it out of the trash, though. I didn't actually throw that set away. I did not actually throw that set away. And that was more of a joke, obviously. I'm surprised you remember that video, Zandie. Honestly, I think that's one of the funniest videos I've ever made, but, like, it has no views, which makes me sad. Jay, can we legit play a game of Sabacc at Chicago? Yes! I would love that. I've been here for 2+ years at this. I remember everything at this point. That's crazy to think about, bro. 2 years. How do you like The Last Jedi? It sucks. I like it very carefully. That's how I like it. What's up, JKLM Gaming? Yeah, I'll be at Chicago this year. Spiff Dart. Porg Gang. If you say Porg Gang really fast, it just sounds like poor gang. Like you're poor. Perfect figs for the gunship is 2 pilots, 4 standard phase 2, 1 unique clone commander, 1 Jedi. I mean, that'd be great. I would like phase 1 clones with my gunship, but I ain't complaining. I will definitely be at Brick Fiesta. Who in the chat's going to be at Brick Fiesta this year? Mason, get your mind out of the gutter. The Last Jedi ruined Luke Skywalker. How many times have I heard that? I think The Last Jedi did more for Luke Skywalker than any Star Wars film has. Hunter, bro, you better come to Brick Fiesta. I can't because I'm going to Costa Rica. I guess that's fine. Rise of Skywalker ruined Luke because he didn't go after Palpatine. That's a great point. That's actually not a bad point. Ethan, are you not still building Christophsis? He did nothing and didn't even act like himself. TLG ruined Luke because he wasn't a Palpatine. What's up, Bailey? Leia knew you were... Oh, don't even remind me. Man, I freaking hate that movie. I don't know if I've told you guys this lately, but I really do hate Rise of Skywalker. Like, I don't like the prequels, but I kind of... It's almost like George Lucas couldn't help it, you know? Like, George is just not a very good writer. I mean, and that much is clear. So, I almost feel sorry for him in a sense. Whereas, like, I think JJ is... He's a... JJ's not a bad director. He's obviously a terrible writer. Like, when he got to write with Lawrence Kasdan, Force Awakens happened. Very good, very well-written film. But then you pair him up with the Batman v Superman guy, and you get straight garbage. I'm with you, Dayton. Like, ugh. Anyways, I was just at Galaxy's Edge this past weekend, rode Rise of the Resistance for the first time. Dude, I want to go so bad. So I'm actually going to a monster truck show in Orlando later this year. And wait, is Rise of the Resistance is at both parks, right? Before I get my hopes up. Point being, I hope I get to ride Rise of the Resistance this year. Last Jedi shows how Luke is still human and still makes mistakes. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Well, here, I've talked about this before, but let me go on my Last Jedi pro Luke Skywalker spiel, because people don't seem to understand. So I feel like The Last Jedi did so much for Luke's character, if you're willing to think about it longer than, like, not at all. Because in episode 7, Rey hears about the Jedi, he hears about Luke, and he's like, and she's kind of like, oh, like, I thought he was a myth. Like, Luke is kind of, like, the galaxy generally isn't aware of Luke and his sacrifices and the difference that he's actually made in the galaxy. Like, that's where Luke is in The Force Awakens. He's run away from everyone he loves. And this is something The Force Awakens set up. This is not something The Last Jedi set up. Like, in The Force Awakens, Luke has vanished, and people are looking for him. Cool. So, after Luke shows up to Crate, saves the Resistance, he is literally the person who ensures that the Resistance can continue to fight that fight. Saves the entire Resistance. And his sacrifice is, at that point, kind of proliferated throughout the galaxy. And even at the end of the film, and I've really come to appreciate this scene more since I watched the movie. Like, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, whatever. But, like, the Broom Kid scene is actually so important to Luke and so important to Star Wars, and I don't think people realize this, is because, like, when we started off from The Force Awakens, like, Luke is a myth. Rey doesn't really know that he was actually existent. But at the end of The Last Jedi, after Luke's big sacrifice, like, that story is being told around the galaxy. Like, little kids are basically playing out what happened on Crate, the same way that, like, you and I, after watching Star Wars, might play out what happened in our favorite Star Wars film. And I think that's incredible because, like, Luke Skywalker is obviously a big hero to us because he's like the main character of Star Wars, and we all love Star Wars, so we all kind of look up to him, and we kind of put him on this pedestal, like, in our lives, right? But in the galaxy that he lives in, like, he's still just a person, right? Like, he's not a superhero. He came from nothing, And even by the end of episode 6, he's still trying to realize like what impact he wants to have on the galaxy. So by the end of his arc in the Skywalker saga in episode 8, like he gets to go out on his own terms. And the same way that he's kind of a legend to me and you, like in our world, he becomes a legend in the Star Wars universe as well from the BrickKid scene, and is basically the person who is inspiring hope to everyone else in the galaxy to join the Resistance, to make a difference, to basically make that fight scene worth fighting. And I think that's incredible. And I hate Rise of Skywalker so much because they literally do nothing with that. Like, Luke basically just has nothing to do with the Resistance in episode 9, other than inspiring Rey to continue fighting. But in terms of just like the overall scale of the war, like you could have easily like made him a more significant part of the film. Like he didn't necessarily even have to be in the film more, but there absolutely should have been people at some point who joined the Resistance, and we see this on screen, and they make it a point to say like, we heard of Luke Skywalker's sacrifice on Crate, and that inspired us to want to fight, because like what he did for the galaxy, and like just hearing about even the force powers he used to make that happen, I think that should have had a greater impact on the galaxy. And Rian Johnson clearly set that up at the end of 8. Like it was very clear what was happening there. And then they just decided to do nothing with that. And that is just pathetic to me. Like people talk about how The Last Jedi ruined Luke Skywalker, but that movie did more for Luke in the Star Wars galaxy than any other Star Wars movie has. And I have nitpicky type problems with that movie, right? Like the writing isn't great. Certain things don't make sense. But it just does nothing for these Star Wars characters that deserve more. People complain about Last Jedi Luke, but at least he was a person. At least he had a personality. At least he did things. Like Luke never had to be perfect. That was never like, even to the end of his character arc in episode 6, he was never perfect. He was never the hero that's going to swoop in and take down everyone and save the day. That was never Luke's character. So it's kind of unreasonable to expect that of him in episode 8, when he's even more of a Jedi, when he's more wise and is more in touch with the Force, right? I don't know. I don't know what version of Luke Skywalker people as a whole would have liked in episode 8, but I liked it. The Last Jedi turned Luke Skywalker to a freaking legend in the Star Wars universe, and I appreciate that. Ben Adams says, Jay, can you give me an idea for a MOC? Build the Colossus from Star Wars Resistance. How about that? Shout out to Leo Liveries for subscribing. I had engineering class. My teacher didn't think this live stream was a family emergency. Bro, tell him it is. Let me talk to your teacher right now. Hello, StormieBrick's math or engineering teacher. I'm Stormie's extended cousin, Rich Boy JBBrick's. I have not caught up with Resistance. Have you? Have you, Creed, my guy? I don't know if you heard earlier, but I was mentioning how episode 9 just made me not really care to see the end of Resistance. Hunter, I'll be at work pretty late tonight, so probably not, unfortunately. I actually got to go in a few minutes. Gotta go to work. Finale was okay. That doesn't sound too reassuring. Doesn't sound promising. I'm right with you, Dayton. After episode 9, I was like, I don't care to see what happens. Shout out to Brickfreak for the $2 dono. He simply says, hi. And yeah, we're still working at the Lego store. Bruh, how would I build a Colossus? I don't know, man. I don't have all the answers. That's for you to figure out. Shout out to Brickfreak for another $2 donation. It's very safe. That's all I'll say. Of course it is. Of course it is. I have to keep reminding myself that this is a Dave Filoni show. So, of course it's safe. And he says, hi, I like Nebulon C over Nebulon B. Nah, bro. Nebulon B stands for Nebulon BOYO. Hi, I like your... I'd love to see where this is going. Vids. Thank you. Yes, minifig scale Colossus, absolutely. Favorite Star Wars movie is A New Hope. Boyo y Boya Familia. Do you think Episode 3 Clone Trooper helmets are better than the anime design? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't think of a single thing in the animated Clone Wars series that looks better than, like, its movie counterpart. I'm sorry. What's up, Timothy Zach? Are you planning to add Major Vonreg in this army? That's a good question. I don't know. I just included an all-red room. Yeah, Clone Wars is ugly. Like, I've never cared for that art style at all. Don't know what to say, so thought this was the best option. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Minifig scale Venator coming soon. Bro, you should make a minifig scale Venator, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Trending Brick says, I'm fine with the hero being anyone, a somewhat Wraithing from Ep 8, but I think she needed to have more of a backstory for a reason for her power. I don't agree with that at all. What person other than people with the last name Skywalker have a backstory reason for their power? Like, what is the backstory reason for Palpatine's power? Please explain that to me. If the Emperor doesn't need a backstory reason for his power, neither does Rey. Yeah, of course, man. Send me a message. Take care, Dayton. I don't agree at all that a character needs a backstory reason for their power. What is the backstory reason for Yoda's power? What is the backstory reason for Obi-Wan's power? You see where I'm going with this? And yeah, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to Rich Boy J. I'd appreciate that. JJ set up 7 for 8 to answer. 8 delayed the answers for 9, and JJ chose wrong. What answers did 8 delay to 9? 8 told us pretty clearly her parents were nobody. Yoda's species are always force sensitive. We don't know that. We don't even know the name of the species. It is not sufficient to say Yoda's species are force sensitive because we don't know that. That is not a fact. Just because you've seen 3 of their species and 3 of them are force sensitive doesn't mean that all of them are force sensitive. Baby Yoda is absolutely OP. What is the backstory reason for Baby Yoda's power? Oh, because he's a Yoda species, really? Okay. It was literally confirmed. Where? Where was it confirmed? I'll give you that. I guess it's just that he was already established. The Yodas, the Palps were introduced with that power. I think as far as storytelling goes, it helps. I mean, then how was Rey not introduced with that power? I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, it literally makes no sense to me. Like, people accept Baby Yoda doing, honestly, more than Rey did. As a baby. As a baby. Let me repeat that. As a baby. But, oh, Rey's too powerful. She needs a reason. Literally, every other Jedi does not have a reason. I just don't understand that. Jay, I'm certain you're going to say episode 9 is good in a couple weeks and say the new trilogy is good. Well, what? Because you say you hated 8, but now you... I've never said I hated episode 8. You have never heard me say I hate episode 8. I have no clue what you're talking about. Well, he's 50. He's still a baby. He is literally still a baby. It doesn't matter the time that has passed during that period if anatomically it's still a baby. Their learning capacity is still that of a baby. Baby Yoda cannot communicate. What's the amount of money to get a Sigfig and to be in the BOYO Lounge? BOYO Lounge is 50, Sigfig is 15. So people don't like Luke in 8 because he had his flaws, but people don't like Rey because she had none. That's major. Your guess is as good as mine. Your interest says you like episode 8. Yeah. There's never been any reason as to why someone has the Force, so it's an odd thing to say a character should have a backstory as to why they have it. Exactly. If you really want to send something, you can shoot me a DM and we can talk about it. I did not watch Lego Masters. Yeah, I've come to accept the fact that I just don't know what Star Wars fans want. Like I said, I don't know why there's this expectation for Rey to need to have a reason to be powerful with the Force, when that expectation has literally never existed for anyone else. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. Bro, In-N-Out animal fries are the GOAT. You said, how does Obi-Wan have power? But he is not very force sensitive at all. He doesn't have the best talent, but works extra hard for it. How do you know that? Where is that ever made a point of his character? Please explain that to me. Which makes him a great character. How? Like where did you see that? Where is that ever made apparent? We literally never even see Obi-Wan train. Like... Like, we don't know what his work ethic is like. If there's anything I gathered from Obi-Wan as a Jedi from these films, it's that he's a hypocrite, for one. A pretty big hypocrite. He doesn't like Anakin Skywalker. I think that's pretty much a given. And, I don't know, he's quippy, I guess. Everyone agrees on. I mean, just because everyone agrees on it doesn't make it true. Yeah, Kenobi is arrogant is how I would describe Obi-Wan. original trilogy Obi-Wan. I think I need to make a video on prequel Obi-Wan, because I think he might. I thought Boba Fett was an overrated character, but I think prequel Obi-Wan is probably the most overrated character. He doesn't have the best talent. Bruh, Obi-Wan is supposedly one of the best negotiators in the Jedi Order and skilled in defense. If that isn't talent, then dang. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think of these prequel Jedis at this point. They're all dumb. That's what they are. When will you be returning for a stream? Great question. I don't know. Bro, if you want Cody in the Kenobi series, I got some bad news for you. I like Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Movie Obi-Wan is fine. Clone Wars Obi-Wan is fine. Movie Obi-Wan is the worst. Michael T, I still where did you come up with that? I'm not sure why that's true. It has never made a point in any of the films or anything I've seen in Star Wars to show like Obi-Wan's character, one, isn't very force sensitive, but trains especially hard, and that's why we can see him do the things he do. I have no idea where you got that from. What are you building, Mason? So I ran out of these plates to finish this up, but I got some pretty good work done. I appreciate that, Gavin. That means a lot. But yeah, this is going to be the first order hanger. I don't understand why Lucas would set the Jedi to be these passive peacekeepers, then show them as the complete opposite in the prequels. I absolutely agree. Like, that's why the scene when Anakin is about to, like, murder Count Dooku, and, like, the Emperor's like, do it, and Anakin's like, oh, no, I don't want to. It's against the Jedi code. Like, it just comes off as so weird, because, like, the Jedi literally have no problem with murdering anyone else ever. Like, even after Mace Windu, like, disarms Jango, he still decapitates the freaking guy. Like, we see Jedi kill people all the time. But apparently it's not the Jedi way when this dude who, you know, is like a military leader. I don't know. The prequels make... Here's the answer to all of this is the prequels make no sense. You can't... There's no making sense out of something that really just doesn't make sense. Anyways, he says, the stuff I said about Obi-Wan is from the Obi-Wan Qui-Gon comic series set up before episode 1. All right, so if that's our burden or our expectation for information, then I'm sure some comic will come out and show that Rey trained a lot, and that's why she can be so force sensitive. I mean, that's like... Anyways... that's going to finish it up tonight. So, tonight, it's not even night. I'm going to finish it up today. I actually got to go get ready for work. If you took anything away from this stream today, it's always fight for what you believe in. Even though Nebulon Gang took an L this week, we're going to bounce back stronger than ever. And these MOCs take a lot of bricks. Oh my god. So many pillars. But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who donated as well. It means the world to me. And hopefully for this next update, I'll get to start the other side of this hanger. This is going to be a big hanger. Like, oh my god. And we'll hopefully get some of this wall on this side also built up. I think that'd be cool to have it mostly enclosed for the next update. So we'll see how that goes. That being said, I'm super happy with all the space I have here. That was my biggest thing, making sure that the hangar didn't look too small for this TIE fighter sitting here, but it's looking pretty good to me. It's looking pretty good to me. So Take care, boyos.